I'd like to share some interesting news about a common drink that you and your friends are enjoying every day called coffee. And I have to confess that for 30 years in my medical practice, I was encouraging people to stop drinking coffee. You know, coffee in the old days was kind of in the doghouse. If you're drinking coffee, you're probably having a cigarette too. And so coffee had a bad reputation. But you know, I've come to realize after studying coffee that coffee's a health food. It's a functional food. It is full of highly beneficial terpenes and other chemicals which are active and beneficial. If you Google coffee and any chronic degenerative illness, whether it's diabetes or cancer or heart disease, the current research says coffee is good for you. Now that kind of surprised me. And then I thought to myself, well, there's all sorts of coffee out there. There's instant coffee and there's fresh brewed coffee. You can do it all sorts of ways. But what really interested me is that when you take away the cream and the sugar, now you have a highly medicinal food. Of course, sugar is not healthy for you. So if you put sugar in the coffee, you're kind of corrupting the coffee. And cream, I have some concerns about cream and sugar, and I certainly have concerns about artificial sweeteners. But if you're just drinking black coffee, you're eating a highly medicinal food. Now, when I finally understood all the research on this, I was excited to hear about a product called Fused, which is organic coffee. Remember, coffee is a highly pesticided food, so you want organic coffee. And this product called Fused starts with organic artisan coffee beans. They roast them, of course, and in that process of roasting it, things expand. They have a patented way of driving anti-inflammatory seed oils into the coffee bean. That's the grapeseed oil, the grapefruit seed oil, the pomegranate seed oil, and the black cumin seed oil. So now you have these organic coffee beans which have been roasted and infused with seed oils, and then they grind those coffee beans so finely that they dissolve in water. It kind of acts like an instant coffee, but it's not instant coffee. In fact, if you've ever tasted instant coffee, you probably understand that instant coffee is that quality of coffee which has already been brewed once and then spray dried into crystals. So of course, you don't have a lot of good flavor and you don't have any real aroma because it's already been spent in the initial brewing process and then it was dehydrated and spray dried. But this product is ground so finely that these organic coffee beans infused with seed oil come right up in hot water. And here's the other secret. The company Rain, what they did is they put Ganoderma, which is a very powerful herb, the red reishi, and this is an adrenal support. So your friends who say, I love coffee, but I can't stand the caffeine, it makes me crazy, or I can't have coffee after dinner, or I can only have 1 cup of coffee a day, when they drink Fused and they're enjoying delicious artisan coffee with the Ganoderma, they don't get any of that highs and lows of caffeine, which really can irritate people. A lot of the cancer patients I work with, they have brain fog. We call it chemo fog. And coffee is a fabulous product for them because they get a sustained energy. We had the wonderful friend we met just recently who had to take 2 Excedrin every morning in order to clear her head. It wasn't for pain, it was to kind of clear her head and her thinking. And she wasn't drinking coffee because she was told coffee was bad for her. Well, a friend gave her one of these packets of Fused, and she called the next morning and said that she didn't need her Excedrin, she was thinking clearly, and she was feeling great, and her energy was up. So take advantage of good organic coffee, and I recommend looking at this product Fused because you're going to get the infused coffee beans with these seed oils, and if you're eating the seed, you're doing a good job, and it's organic, and you're eating the whole coffee bean because it's ground into a fine powder. You're not throwing away the grinds. And you're going to find that you can have some guilt-free coffee. You can enjoy the caffeine without the highs and the lows. And because the coffee comes from Brazil and from Egypt, it's the least acidic coffee on the market. So you don't need your cream and sugar. You can enjoy black coffee again with all its medicinal benefits.